Hey everybody, it's Beth. Today I'm using this Silent Night sheet music as well as a piece of wood from Dollar Tree. The sheet music I got off of Google and then I just added it into Canva for sizing and printed it out on regular printer paper. I then am taking some brewed coffee and coffee staining the sheet music. I just use a paper towel and dip it in the cold coffee and then rub it along the paper, just until I have it the shade that I want and make sure everything I'm going to be using is covered. I use my heat tool to dry that completely and set it aside. I then am taking the piece of wood, and it's 5.5 by 7.5, and I paint that with Butter Pecan acrylic paint by Folkart. I just gave it one coat, and then once it's dry, I applied Mod Podge to one side, and I placed down the paper and just lined it up to make sure that it was going to be sitting how I want it to be. Make sure it was nice and even. I smoothed it out with my hands at first and then placed down parchment paper and used my travel iron to smooth out any bubbles or wrinkles. After that was all done, I sanded off any of the excess paper with my micro sander. I then am taking antique wax, and again, I'm just using a paper towel, and I just put a little bit of the wax on there and distress all around the edge. I take some twine and I wrap it around a couple times, and then in the front, I knot it, and then I'm taking the excess twine and I'm tucking it underneath and then knotting it again just so those pieces are tied together. And then I spread out the twine on either side of the piece of wood. I cut this greenery I got from Amazon and just hot glued those pieces over to the left side where that knot is. And the last thing I'm doing is taking this rusty bell I got from Amazon, and I'm just bending down the loop on it so it sits more flat when I'm gluing it. Add the hot glue and then place down the bell. And that is it for this project. Thank you so much for watching.